down communication systems. However, the Bay Area Rapid Transit System is a local government entity that has nothing to do with the federal government, and they certainly have no purview over radio/telephone communications. So that, when the story was reported on the TV, they just kind of gave the facts, and they did mention, well, boy, that's kind of interesting that the government can do that. But they didn't mention the fact that is actually illegal to do. And I wonder if the FCC is going to take any action against the Bay Area Rapid Transit System, because they certainly exceeded their authority.
I think it might take a while, but I think they will. Yes, I got it. But I was listening to the news, I think last week or the week before, and there was an individual, one guy, on the bus, built a little cell phone jammer, and was jamming people on the bus because he didn't like them using their cell phones. I don't know what became of that, but I did hear that on the news. And some lady freaked out on him or something happened, I don't know what, but in the case of an emergency, if somebody was calling you with an emergency at home or something, they could not get through when something happened, the repercussion on that would probably be tremendous, but I think it's wrong, and I'd like to find out what happened. I think that lady pushed the issue with that guy that was jamming people on the bus. He should be prosecuted, especially if something happened to somebody. I haven't heard what happened with that one, but there you go. So there's an individual, and now you got a Bart doing the same thing. So you might see more of that soon if the FCC doesn't get off their ass.
Well, another example of that, which I had heard of in the past and didn't think really too much about, was that there are some restaurants that install cell phone jammers because they don't want people talking on cell phones in their restaurant. And granted, that's quite annoying. However, they don't have the authority to do that, and that is intentional, malicious interference with a licensed public communication system, which can only be regulated or controlled by the FCC. And here you have local restaurants, and I've heard this is actually getting to be a little more common. They actually install cell phone jammers so that people cannot talk on their cell phones in their restaurant. But that's like, that would be, say, the guy next door moves next door to you and intentionally jams your ham radio signal, your receiver, so you can't hear anybody. Now, we know that wouldn't last too long because we know that's illegal. I think it's also illegal for a restaurant to jam a cell phone.
Yeah, Bill, it's just a matter of folks may not be aware of the fact that there are statutes, there are restrictions on this, and that, that the FCC should look on this with not favorably.
Yeah, because it's kind of a slippery slope. Where do you decide what's the criteria for you to interfere or to disable people's cell phones? First of all, they don't have that right, but if they're doing it, that means they can do it whenever they want, unless the FCC tells them they can't. I think there should be repercussions. In fact, I think I'm going to write to my congressperson.
Not only that, people may do things that they ordinarily wouldn't do.